Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all coming to take part in a discussion that is no doubt very emotionally charged with very deeply held beliefs of conscience on both sides of the issue. For me, the most difficult decisions we have to make as lawmakers are those in which individual rights are in conflict with each other. And so for me on this issue, where I come down is to the whole life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, which rights supersede. And I do believe that while having compassion for anyone who has to go through a difficult situation, that the right to life supersedes the right to liberty and the pursuit of happiness. And so in that context, I approach this conversation. Dr. McNichols, could you describe what happens in the process of an abortion to the baby?
So I appreciate your question, and I want to first note that abortion was around before there was any concept of life, liberty.
Could you answer the question? I only have 5 minutes, please.
The pursuit of happiness. The abortion procedure really depends on the clinical situation. When I speak to patients about their options for terminating a pregnancy, I start with where are we in pregnancy?
I only have 5 minutes. Could you speak to the process, please?
So I realize it's difficult, but in medicine, things aren't short. There's 100 shades of gray, and so it's impossible for me to take what is often a 50-minute conversation with a patient and answer it in 30 seconds for you. As I approach patients, I talk to them about what their options are for pregnancy termination, and that really depends on a variety of things, including what stage of pregnancy they're in, what are their other medical comorbidities or health problems that they have, were there any particular instances in previous pregnancies,
okay,
for
I'm going to
example.
have to move on. Ms. Stuckey, could you describe what happens in the process of an abortion?
Well, apparently I'm the only one willing to talk about specifics. And it's just free online. Anyone can go look. Even Planned Parenthood's website describes pretty clearly what, for example, a D&C abortion is, which is the taking out of the amniotic fluid, drying that up from the uterus, which is what, of course, the fetus, the baby, needs to survive, and then dismembering the baby limb by limb with forceps. And Ms. Lawrence spoke to that being deceitful or hyperbolic. It's not at all. Please go look online and you can see what an abortion actually is. But again, we see that it's not me that's speaking in generalities. It is the pro-abortion side that's speaking in generalities because they know the grotesque nature of what an abortion procedure is. You don't have to be an abortion provider to know what an abortion is. That's exactly why I'm here, to talk about the absolute brutality of the killing of life inside the womb.